These insane allegations make GeorgeNotFound look even worse than Bulbasaur. From massive allegations that could destroy everything GeorgeNotFound has built up throughout his entire career, to the friends of the alleged victim lashing out at GeorgeNotFound for trying to respond. So about 18 hours ago, a creator by the name of Katie Bucks did a livestream where she first made these allegations. In these allegations, she said she was invited to a big creator's hotel while being at VidCon. Now, important to note there is that she didn't name George specifically, but all the evidence till now is pointing at the fact that this is about George. Now, at this party, they were all drinking and playing games. People were talking to each other, questioning each other about all sorts of stuff when she mentioned that she was 18 years old and a virgin. Now, after she said this, George allegedly started doing some stuff to her that she didn't like nor consent to. But of course, in her live stream, she talked about it, and I think it's better if I just let her explain this situation.
Playing a drinking game and talking about sex, and I admitted to everyone in the room that I was 18 and that I was a virgin. Out of nowhere, I felt him slip his hand under my clothes, sitting next to me on the couch in front of everyone. He disguised it with a simple, "Are you ticklish?" I coughed out a no, still staring at my phone. I was overly aware of the fact that we were in front of other people, the fact that everyone else was sitting around us, watching us, including my best friend, and that his hand was inching further to places I hadn't asked for it to be. He made a game out of my embarrassment where he would touch me in certain areas to make me lose the phone game I was playing.
Now, of course, currently these allegations are still just allegations. We cannot be 100% sure this is actually exactly how it happened. At least not until either GeorgeNotFound responds and admits to everything, or until they come with rock solid proof that can't be denied in any way, shape, or form. But if this is how it actually happened, then that would be horrible. The fact that according to these allegations he made some sort of game out of this is disgusting. Now, something that I do want to note is that I find it very interesting that someone within the same community as Bulbasaur is also having allegations against him right now. It's been what, 11 days or something since the Bulbasaur allegations came out? Now, do you think that these two situations happening so close to each other can be used as evidence for these situations? No. Do I think it's something worth to note? Most definitely.
I didn't speak or move. I remember being afraid to even breathe. I stayed there for a while, hoping my stillness could make me disappear. I eventually had to stand up after many minutes for it to stop.
This also makes me think, if this happened for multiple minutes, what the fuck were the other people doing? If you see something like this happening, then you don't just sit there and do nothing. That's always the craziest part to me about these types of situations. People just sit around, see this, and do nothing about it. Same with the Bulbasaur situation. People allegedly saw that she was getting bit and didn't do jack shit about it. And I think there's also something to say about the fact that George was comfortable doing this to someone when those specific people were around. If both the Bulbasaur situation and the GeorgeNotFound situation turn out to be true, just stay away from that entire community. Of course, we don't know exactly who was present at both of these situations, but the fact that twice in the same community within 2 weeks this happened and other people watched it and didn't do anything, just stay away from that entire community.
I went to leave, and the older guy decided to leave with me. We walked to the elevators, where I didn't get on. He then pretended that the elevator was broken, and that he couldn't leave, telling me to get in the elevator to prove it was broken. And then after a few minutes, he ended the night with a "guess I'm going now," leaving with a wounded puppy look. He proceeded to Instagram message me for a bit after that, simple flirting, or asking about the next convention I was going to.
Now, this is the last bit of streaming I'll be showing. Later on in the stream, she also talks about all the effects this entire situation had on her, and the fact that she kinda started self-blaming and that she thought that she was just too sensitive. But that is quite a long part, and I think it's just a better idea to get into Dream's Reddit post that was found. This post was posted before this entire allegation came out and talks about that specific part. In this post, he basically talked about the fact that they normally went to his hotel room to play games because he got the biggest hotel room there back then. He talked about one night where his friend came over with a bunch of people where he didn't know the names nor ages on, and they just went to do the regular stuff, play games and all that sort of stuff. Now, why this Reddit post is so interesting is because it halfly proves this entire allegation. Yes, it doesn't prove exactly what this allegation is saying, but it does prove the fact that this party actually happened. Or does prove it makes it highly likely that this party actually happened. In response to this entire situation, George made this tweet. The tweet reads, "I will be doing a very serious stream later today. This post is just to make clear that I am gathering all the information and evidence to share." And then he says that he would never do anything like the allegations are claiming. And in response to that, the friends of Katie Buck actually responded to this tweet. And to say that they didn't really like this tweet of George would be the understatement of the century. Now, what do I think? I personally think that we will have to wait till more evidence comes out. But if this all turns out to be true, that will be disgusting. For the people wondering, yes, this video was rushed. Hope you have a good day. Peace, peace.